yours truly, Sharp. We in the building, man. You know, and I got a special guest in the building today. My man, Mike Rashid, man. What is going on with you? Pro boxer.
Yes,
You
sir.
Pro boxer. You retired?
Yep,
You
yep,
done
retired,
now?
retired.
You like you still can swing on something, man.
I stay ready, bro. I stay ready. You know what I'm saying?
How you do?
The right offer come across my desk, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, so you say for the right money, man, you gonna
Yeah.
get it in.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I love that, bro. No, I love that, man. You also been doing, you're known for making, I want to say, you know, fitness, health, motivational content. You tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. Like, I've been a gym rat my entire life. You know, I started boxing at age 12, but I also started like lifting weights and working out around that same time as well.
Oh.
And my reason back then was just to be stronger, to be faster, things like that.
Yeah.
So my entire life, it doesn't matter what era it was, what I was doing, the gym was always in the background. I was always working out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a little different growing up because I was in boxing and everybody else at school was in like basketball, baseball, football, which I did basketball, I did baseball. I did a couple of those sports,
Yeah.
but boxing was my thing and boxing wasn't at school. So I wasn't locked in with everybody at school. I was a outsider, a loner. You know, yeah.
So you wasn't messing with nobody like that coming up. You just kind of
Nah, I have friends, but my friends were like the rappers and shit like that, right?
not getting bullied.
Nah.
Is that why you got in boxing?
No. Actually, it's funny. I was in boxing at a very early age, right? People don't always know you box because it's not at school, right? And I did have a moment when someone tried to bully me. He had no idea I had hands. And it was just like, I gotta be honest, I've never been in a difficult fight in my life.
Yeah.
Because most people don't know how to fight, right?
Right.
So it was the same, but we were young. So I never really had issues then. However, this is what happened. Now, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't scared. You know how it is at school. When it's 3 o'clock, you gotta fight. You gotta think about that shit all day.
You know about it all day.
You know what I'm saying? It's like anxiety, right?
Yeah.
So I remember when it happened, dude was big. He didn't expect me to like show up and fight. He didn't expect me to throw my hands up. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I handled my business, but what I realized was like, damn, okay, this guy is used to just intimidating people with his size and how he looks.
Right.
So he doesn't know how to fight. He never learned how to fight.
You slipped it out, right?
Yeah, so I started, anybody that was a bully or bullying somebody else, I would run right to them. You know what I'm saying? So I became the bully of the bullies. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, especially for my friends and my people.
Yeah.
I always been a big protector. You know what I
You
mean?
said that was your first one right there, and then nobody messaged you again. It's always like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They always say if you got a problem, walk up, beat up the biggest one, bro, and they ain't gonna
Bro,
message you.
I live by that. But look, even if you like I've had my legal battles,
Yeah.
a lot of them, and they always stack it up against you crazy, right?
Right.
But it's never that bad when you start dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I look at life like any kind of bully, any kind of adversity that somebody has. That could be any problem you have in your
That
life.
felony can go down to a misdemeanor.
Huh?
You said that felony.
Nah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But you know what I'm saying? But you know,
No, but I'm saying how you say you look
it,
at
it can
like,
stack. That
it
can
break
happen.
down.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it might look ugly at first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like a motherfucker getting some charges. Like, it
Yeah.
can look ugly at first. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
as you start going through, you can start unraveling some of that shit. It might
Bro,
not be as
my biggest case, I had the biggest fight of my life. When it first happened, there were like 7 bullets fired. I got a charge for each bullet. Assault, deadly weapon, assault, deadly weapon. You know what I'm saying? Endangerment, like all of that shit. They try to make it look terrible, but when it's time to sit down and deal with it, all that shit comes down. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we're rushing the gun because I was gonna ask you, literally rushing the gun. That's it. Like, because I was gonna ask you about that, like, because it said, like, I think you said you was on the run for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Over a shoot.
Yeah, man. It was like it was a time of my life where I was in the streets like heavy.
Yeah.
And I was raised good, so I knew better, right?
Yeah.
So when you raised right, when you know right from wrong, and you're doing wrong, the consequences are a lot higher.
Right.
Because I have friends, bro, that were like idiots that did dumb shit all the time. They get right out of jail. It would be like a slap on the wrist. But with me, now, at this point, this happened in 2007, right? I had been arrested a bunch of times before, but never anything stuck, right? So I really had no record. So they were trying to give me just 10 years off the rip. I'm like, yo, this is like self-defense. This is in my house. Why they going so hard on me? But my lifestyle all the way up to that, I may have not gotten in trouble for all of that shit, but the karmic energy was still there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a karmic debt that I had to pay. Because there was horrible things that I have done that nobody knows, right?
Right.
But I knew. So it doesn't escape me. You feel me?
Right.
That's why I said, like, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
But I'm not ignorant. You know what I mean? So I knew that, damn, I never repented. I never atoned for these things. Yeah. So I had to deal with it. And I went on an exodus to do some soul searching. And to like, that 7-year period was a grace period for myself.
That's amazing. 7 years.
7 years. Nobody is gone that long.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah. You get picked up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't take no
But
7 years.
Everything that happened, I knew what was going to happen because I did a lot of research before I left, right? I obsess over things. I research a lot. So back when I was in school, I was like valedictorian, honor student, all of that shit, right? I went to private school. I was a rich kid, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I always knew how to study. I liked studying. So now this is like, even when I was hustling, I was successful at it because I did my research and I understood like how the postal service worked and the UPS and the FedEx and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was doing crazy shit. Like my packages, my people will walk it in open and have them help take the box out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we would have it sealed to a degree, but we'd be playing them like, we come in there with shirts all over the shit and like, hey, can you help me do this? Because the first line of defense is right there. They're the first ones that like go through your shit. You come in there.
Down to me one more time.
All right. A long time ago, back when marijuana was illegal, I used to wholesale it, right? So I used to get it from Mexico via the Paisa.
Shout out to the Paisa.
Shout out to the Paisa, baby. And I had Paisa prices, right? So every week out, a few 100 pounds, right? So each day 50, 70, 60, 40, whatever. So every day I'm sending out a box. So it would get wrapped up. We receive it. It's usually in a trash bag. We'll wrap it straight like that, right? Seal it like that. You get I'm giving up game right now, but this game is done.
Ahead, man.
This game is done.
No excuses why you should.
So you go to AutoZone and get like the all-purpose grease. Yeah. It's like a just grease for whatever. We put that all over the brick. Yeah. Wrap it again. Dryer sheets all over the brick.
Right.
Wrap it again. Maybe another layer of oil. Wrap it. Yeah. And then we'll take shirts. So I had a store, but it was just a front. So we would go to like the Momo shop and buy a gang of t-shirts like America, white t-shirts, whatever, just goofy t-shirts. Yeah. And we'll wrap the brick with the shirts, right?
Right.
So, and then we'll have the box open. So you take it into the FedEx, there's folded shirts and whatnot, and it's open. It just looks, it has no smell. We've eliminated that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, completely.
There's nothing happening. And you go in with it open. See, they do certain things. Like if something looks suspicious, they're gonna just call the authorities straight away. And they're gonna open it. If it ain't nothing, they seal it back up, right? Then you have people that know the game that work for them, right? They'd be like peeping shit out. They have like a little rod they'll try to stick through the box. If they come out with some work, they're like, oh, they take it, put some phone books or something in there, and ship your shit off, right? But my shit, there's nothing getting through it, and it don't look suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would have like at certain addresses, I had an address in Marcy Projects. I had like a 2-year run. That doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Each address I had was like for a long time, and then I finally had a guy that was a driver for UPS, and he would just tell me, he would give me the address to send it to, someone on his route, and he would just take it off for me. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So we had a smooth operation.
Yeah, no, you had a smooth operation running for a while.
Yeah.
You was still doing that while you was on the rug?
Nah, I was done with all of that shit by then. So when I was doing all of that, that's like from, let's say, I left in 2009, 8 or 9, right? I caught the case in 07, the end of 07. But 07 back to like maybe 04, I was trapping like heavy, you know what I'm saying? I was doing shit for my uncle at first. I learned it from him, just peeping his operation. He never told me how to do his level, but I'm just watching. I'm like, this is not hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm
This
from
is like early 04, this is 03, 04.
yeah, I'm from New York, so I had connections there. I used to go to Atlanta a lot. I had connections there, so that's why my work was going Georgia and New York.
Yeah.
The smaller the town, the more money you get. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Yeah,
It's
so
always been like that. Them anything.
yeah,
Because they don't see a lot of it. So when
Right.
when it comes through, they indulge.
especially nothing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get it, they indulge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
They
for
pay top dollar. So, but I had such a smooth operation. Then I had my connect. All right, this is how the game go. Typically, a black dude is buying work from a Chicano. Chicano getting his work from a Paisa, right? Paisa, for those who don't know, is a Mexican from Mexico. They got the work. The Chicano is a Mexican American, you know what I'm saying? And they connected with the Paisas. Paisas don't fuck with us because we be robbing, right? So I don't. I do good business. Yeah. My Chicano happened to be a Paisa. He just grew up in America. So it was as if he was I just had a smooth operation.
Right.
So one day we go out and we popping and he got drunk and he said the wrong thing to the wrong person and they tried to jump him. I just saved his life, boom, boom, boom. He had so much gratitude, so he started giving me work at cost. So it went from $500 a pound for like Reggie shit, like that Ari, to $200, $125 sometimes a pound. Crazy. So what I started doing, I was like, yo, I got it. Y'all come get it. I got it for $400. I got it for $350. Hell, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or when I would send it out there, as time went on, and I was serving like, bro, I'll tell you off camera, but there's rappers that I was sending work to them or they brother, they people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of cats was like flipping their money because the rap game is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I fuck with them. I respect them. Like major cats too. Yeah. Still to this day. I don't know if they're still trapping now. I doubt it.
Right.
But back then they were. So I started being able to like, so if I'm buying it for $5, right? That's just one, right? You know, you want to get up for $1,000, but that ain't happening because my guy in New York want to make money on it. So it'd be like $850, $800. But then it started getting more competitive. But I had such good prices. Yeah. I'd be like, because the biggest issue was getting your money back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started giving it to him like, yo, just send me back $7. So I would get my money back in a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you was definitely a trapper.
I was an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? That's the real American way.
Man, it is, man, because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, if you ain't, it's all about who you know, not even what you know, man.
Right.
And a lot of people that you see that get into a lot of these high positions and get like certain type of deals and shit, man, it's always for somebody that they know. So I get it, man. Like sometimes the motherfucker gotta make his own move. You know what I'm saying? You got to, bro. You ain't got no choice. Like I don't think they see it. That is the American way. Hell, they created that.
100%. And I love this country for that. This country was created by rebels. You know what I'm saying? By people that said, yo, I ain't fucking with this oppression shit. The original Americans did that shit from Great Britain. They said, fuck y'all. We're gonna do our own thing. What? And then they fought them off to get independence, right? I got that same energy, that same spirit.
Right.
The irony is I'm fighting them too.
Right.
Them original, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That like that white power structure, you know what I mean? So I'm here in America, but I'm sovereign. I don't adhere to none of their shit. I live on my own terms with my own rules for me and my family and everybody in my circle. And if my rules and the things that I want to do in my life are outside of their laws, I'll deal with it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But typically things align. But I just live on my own shit, bro. I don't care what they do, how they do. It's irrelevant to me.
What's a couple of morals and principles that Mike Rashid stands behind today and daily?
First and foremost, in regards to me being the patriarch of my community, my family, my household, everything is in the house. I call it the Holy Trinity. Education in my house, right? Homeschool or private school, or both. Healthcare is in my house, and law enforcement is in my house. We protect ourselves. I'm not calling the cops. We got this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I trust me. I don't trust them. I don't trust nobody. And I'm not saying that to get me. Yeah. But you just have a job. This is my life, and this is my family's life.
Right.
Nobody cares about them like I do.
Right.
So it's all on me.
So to go back to the situation, you had said that you were defending yourself and your household, and You felt like they wasn't gonna give you a fair shake. Why was that?
Yeah, because they wasn't. They was trying to give me a plea deal. First, they tried to put, it wasn't a RICO, but it was a gang injunction, right? So this gang enhancement is an additional 10 years on whatever they give you.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Once you go on gang file, for sure.
Yeah, so 'cause I had a crew. So I'd have an
So
initial.
you was on gang file.
They tried, well, kinda. So this is what they did. They put that on me. I'm like, what is this? So my lawyer's explaining it. I'm like, he said, well, we just got to go fight that. So that was before we dealt with anything on the case. We had to deal with that to get that out of there.
Right.
A lot of cats don't see. Cats be like proud to like erect their flag, but that shit puts you in prison for a long time. You're telling them I'm a this, I'm that. I had to have a trial, a hearing to prove that I wasn't. Because if it's stuck, that's 10 additional years on whatever else they gave me. You feel me? So we did that. That was easy to beat because they tried to make me a gang leader, and they said to certify that as an official gang is 2 or more felonies have to be committed in the name of that gang, that organization, and they couldn't. It was nothing. They couldn't pin nothing on us, right? Yeah. And my lawyer actually destroyed this was scary, bro. The gang detective, knew nothing about street life. He knew nothing about urban culture. You know what I'm saying? So everything black and cool and urban to him looked like a gang. You feel me? That's like a black man from, like, I'm from Brooklyn, right? I got to the West Coast because I went to school out here, right? When I first came out, I thought Arizona State. I thought every edgy looking white dude was a Nazi, a skinhead. I didn't know, right?
Right.
I'm not qualified to police their areas. You feel me?
Right.
So it's the same thing for a white guy who know nothing about black life, black culture.
Right.
Everything looks like a gang because we look intimidating. We have tattoos. We're loud.
Right.
We're expressive. That could be intimidating to them, but you don't know. This might be some nice people. This is how we express.
Yeah.
So it was scary to me because it was like I had the resources to fight that, but a lot of people don't. They don't even know they can fight that. So they just accept the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's cats doing a lot of time that don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I love about this country, right? You could get out of anything and you can get into anything. Anybody can become rich. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody can become poor.
Right, here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have this kind of like freedom in other places.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, but I don't know, like some of the shit that be going on around here, I don't understand. Are we really free? You know, they say it's the land of the free, bro. And I have this conversation all the time, you know, especially with the situation that just happened with, you know, Donald Trump. Give me some of your take on that since we on politics for a second. I would definitely like to hear your opinion. It's like, we won't take long on it.
All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Let's do it. What's your take on that?
He has his rally, right?
Yeah.
This little boy, 20 years old, no priors, no relationships to nobody, right? Perfect story. He's picked on at school. One of those, right? Every day, everybody made fun of him, right? He tried to shoot Trump. They pop him. He's done. Nobody can interview him, right? Dead man tells no tales. This was a nice play by Trump. Salute. That was a fire-ass play.
I'm saying it 1,000 times, and I'm gonna I want you to keep emphasizing on it because I've said it many times on my live stream. But I said, man, you have to understand there's something that he has that Biden doesn't have, you know, and that's a social media presence.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trump actually has a fan base.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That he can really utilize. It was just like how.
And he has a personality. Look, I don't deal with ideologies, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I deal with reality.
Right.
Only.
Yeah.
Do I like Trump? Yeah, I like him.
I do too.
I like him because he's a winner. He's a champion.
Yeah.
He's gritty.
Yeah.
He do what it takes to win.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of lessons to be looked at in that, right? So, but people are so in their feelings. He said this. He said, like, anybody in his position has to do what he's doing. Right. The stakes is high, right? The stakes are so high that they faked an assassination attempt on him. He did, his people. That wasn't nobody else. Because, listen, think about this, bro. If somebody really wanted him dead, they're not going to miss. They're not going to miss.
That's why I'm shutting up, because
Yeah.
I don't want people to say, well, Sharp, you already said it. I never talked to this man about this.
Yeah.
And me and you said the exact same.
It's common sense though, right?
And I've said it multiple times on
Yeah.
multiple occasions.
Yeah.
But people are like, why would that happen? That can't be
It's
fake.
not.
You wouldn't-
It's
why would
nothing.
somebody fake that?
There's nothing messy about it. It was
Yeah.
too clean. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, come on.
I found it a little bit funny
Mm-hmm.
when I saw like them making fun of like everybody's wearing these ear patches, and like, you know, they were giving them out at the next rally. I'm like, how's it that there was almost
Already.
an assassination attempt on him, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes to an even bigger rally 2 days later. It's like, and just back out in the open. I'm
yeah.
like, well,
Because he didn't get shot. He touched his ear. Oh, there's the blood. There's the blood. It was so obvious. And then Secret Service not gonna let you do this.
no.
Come on, man.
No, man, I swear it's like you've been watching my content the last couple days, bro. I swear. I said the same thing.
It was such a cold play on his behalf. Biden said, "Fuck it, I'm out." He just gave up. He just gave up.
Well, I think when you see it, and it's back to the matter at hand with Lil, you actually create content. So you understand
Right.
what to look for in certain things,
yeah.
what may be real, what may be false.
Right.
You know?
And people gotta understand this. You ever heard of a book called Behold the Pale Horse?
No, I'm not.
You gotta keep that, bro. This book was written in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
And it was written by a man named William Cooper. He was ex-naval intelligence, right? So that's like this high-level intelligence, high-level clearance of shit. He left because he was like, yo, y'all hiding too much shit. I want to start educating people.
Right.
So he started lecturing colleges, got shot by the police, right? Paralyzed. That's what happens. He ended up getting killed in 2001 in an alleged shootout with the police. Bro, all right.
You're right, though. Like, it make you scared to say something.
Right.
Like, to talk about it, like, so freely, because you just pointed out,
Yeah.
anybody who's talking or pushing a different narrative against what they feel is not on their agenda, it's a problem.
Here's what's important though. Somebody in my office, we were talking about some things, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk about XYZ. And somebody said, man, they're gonna kill you for that shit. I was like, good. I said, amplify my message.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die anyway, so let me go with a bang. That's cool, right? Here's the thing. I don't fear death because I don't have the same perspective of death that most people have. Also, I don't fear death because I position my life in such a way to where my children are good, they're straight, they're smart, right? They're capable, and there's things in place for them. So if I gotta go earlier, then I gotta go earlier. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think death is that bad. Like, I don't know what happens, but life is pretty okay. So why would that be any different? You know what I'm saying? And we're all gonna die. So why is everybody just stressed out about it? It's going to happen.
Well, I think it's the unknown. Everybody's always scared, Michael, what they
I'm
don't
excited
know, what
about
they cannot see.
I'm excited about the unknown.
Yeah. Well, you're used to facing adversity in your life, so it's like, give me another challenge. Give me another challenge. All right, I knocked
Bro,
this one out.
sorry.
We're still stuck on the first one, bro.
So let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it 100. I was a scary kid because I was very intelligent. And with intellect, you think about things. You think about what can happen. So I'm like, fuck, this can happen, that can happen, right? So I didn't want to be certain. So as I got older, I started running to the things that I was afraid of and sitting in it, indulging in it, right? To where now nothing fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? It could be an uncomfortable conversation. I'm like, let's go, let's talk about it, right? I'm not ducking nothing because if I've practiced approaching these things and they're never that bad. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's see if this really do scare me. Let's see if this really can break me. I don't think so, but let's see. You know what I'm saying? So the way I live my life is literally going into the eye of the storm at all times. Why? Because y'all ain't gonna do it. I'll do it. It has to be done. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I like what you stand for and what you got going. And I look online, I look at a lot of your content, and I see some people, and there's some people that make videos about it saying that some of your content can be misleading. How do you feel about that? Like, and what do you take from all that?
I don't rate that at all. I don't acknowledge it. Yeah. I won't look at it because we're talking to people, right? And I can honestly say this. There's nothing that I do for money. You know what I mean? Money comes because I just do a good job at whatever I do. But I'm not, all right, this is a good money play. I don't do that. So if I'm counseling, like I have a big mentorship program, and so a lot of my content is to promote that, right? So if I'm giving a message to people to try to better them, and somebody's coming around trying to like debunk it, if you're not talking to me, then it doesn't matter. You're trying to do something for clout. You know what I'm saying? You're using my content, my name. And if people do this, it used to bother me, but I'm like, fuck it. It'll be a video that like it's my video.
Right.
And they're just talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's thousands.
It's like, you should thank me.
Yeah.
Thank me for that fire-ass thumbnail,
Right.
for my content, for something to talk about.
Right,
Because
right.
you're so uninteresting. There's nothing interesting in your life. You have to make content about other people. It's pretty pathetic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I see it like this. You you do sell something, you make money off of it, it's your lifestyle. You sell a certain lifestyle, correct? That's in working out, eating healthy, like you said, you show people how to do the perfect burpee. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you do have something off. I don't see where that can be misleading though.
Listen, bro.
I just see a lot of it going on, a lot of other dudes that's bulking up, they're talking shit like that. Like, oh,
they can never,
it can be misleading.
listen, in my space, I'm the most formidable, right? I'm flyer than them.
Yeah.
More money because I got, besides my lifestyle and all that shit, I have big businesses. Like Ambrosia Collective, my supplement company, we're on our way to 100 million and then we cashing out. You feel me? So I have established, when people come down to see me, they come to my facility, they're like, oh. Because I'm not just an influencer. I'm an influencer. I'll leverage my personal brand to benefit my businesses. But I got shit going. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to get paid off my likeness. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that too. We'll take that money too. But I got real shit established. So a lot of cats, and I don't really fuck with many people.
Well, I
so
think
they don't like that they're not in counsel with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I think people like you for your lifestyle, you know, so I don't really think they care about necessarily what you have. And like just me knowing from being a creator and an influencer, they don't give a damn what you got. They don't care if you ain't got $1 million. They don't care if you got $1 or $1 million.
Right.
They just there for the message.
Yeah,
they want to watch the journey. You know,
And
they
to
want to
relate
be
to
part of
somebody.
the journey.
Yeah, to relate to
And
somebody.
relate to somebody. So I agree with you, but then I'm like, shit, nah, because they need somebody to relate to. They don't care what you have. You can say, oh, I own this business, that business. They don't care to ever.
But see, that's not my like, that's not like what I dangle in front of people.
Right.
A lot of people, my business has grown beyond me now, and which is what I wanted, right?
Right.
So, and that's all I want. All I want is I'm waiting for the day that I can just get off of social media and get fat. You know what I'm saying? And get fat. Kick my feet up.
What is it for you, the pros and cons? What do you like about being an online personality or influencer? And what do you dislike?
I'm a natural introvert.
Yeah.
So I have to turn on the extrovert persona, right? I don't think I'm very good at it. Bro, it's a lot of times I'm like, I don't know why y'all like me. I'm not nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why. Like, you know, I'm ornery. My personality is not the best for social media, but I'll take it if they like me. I don't like the fact that like my personal life is always like it's fucked with. Like anytime I'm in a relationship and I let it be known, fake accounts is messaging her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bullshit like that.
So I can keep your business to yourself.
Yeah, that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned to do.
That's what I'm learning because it's like they wait to put a spin on it, a twist on it quick.
People hate people that's happy. They hate people that's successful. People are miserable. They want to tear you down, right? They have nothing else to do. Right. So that's an element that I don't like. What else? I just don't like the rat race. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to compete with everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just doing me. And a lot of things that I do is independent of what everybody else is doing. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I don't pay attention. I catch shit that I liked, right? And that segue me to you, right? I fuck with you. I'm gonna tell you why. I like to embody like the principles of like Yeshua, who they call Jesus, right? His real name is Yeshua. And I research, right? And he was a real man. And his crew was rugged people, was ex-killers, thieves. His wife was used to get prostitute, Mary Magdalene, right? People don't know this shit. And I look at you like, I see a little bit of me and you. We did different things, but we both been on the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But that was just a phase of life.
For sure, man.
And that makes a person very when Jasmine and I were talking about this earlier, that I said, leave it on me. Because when a person can go through that kind of shit and make it out, you're more qualified to lead. You're more qualified to counsel those who need help.
Mm-hmm.
A man who's never been through anything, God bless his heart, but he can't really tell me anything about life. You know what I'm saying? So I like, all right, so when I was on a run, when they finally caught me, cops really liked me, right? Cops and military dudes. And it's a reason for that. Now, put culture aside, we had the same kind of spirit. Because in the hood, it's war at all times, right? It's real PTSD in the hood.
A lot.
Way more than what a lot of soldiers go through. Maybe the same level, but we deal with a lot of shit in our own ecosystems. So, and just like the military guys, they want strong battle buddies. In the streets, we want strong battle, we want real cats. You know what I'm saying? So when I can see somebody that's been through the shit, but they still standing sturdy, proud, loud, I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I salute to you for that.
No, I appreciate it, man. Like it's definitely a challenge, I would think, because especially for you as well, because when people they like what they see today, but then they go back and they look at your history and they look at your report and like, oh, this guy or this type of shit he do. Everybody, I feel like there's always room for improvement and evolution, and it can stand the test of time for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like evolving, bro, and just stepping your game up. I just want to step my game up daily. I know what it's been like for 20 years, 18 years on this side. I don't know what am I going to wait till I'm 50 or 60 to say, okay, I'm done. Let me try to change it up because I can't physically do it no more, really.
Yeah.
Like, who am I fooling at that point? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's all about just stepping it up, bro, daily and just open. Once I opened up my mind, I start touching more, start having more, less stress, less problems.
And you see that the world is set up for you. The world, listen, all right, so earlier I said I don't deal with ideologies, right?
Right.
This is what I mean by that. If you accept reality for what it is, nature reigns supreme, okay? If you look at the animal kingdom, a lion is not apologizing to this gazelle for murdering him and eating him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If a lion see another pack, this cat, and he sees some chicks and he wants them women, he's gonna fight that guy to try to kill him to take his pride. Good luck, you know what I'm saying? If it work out, it's his. If not, he's dead, right? So it's like strong people should move with impunity, but human beings are a little weird, right? We have rules. And we have structures set up, and I've always said this, and it's a fact. All of these rules and laws were set up and designed by weak men so that they can have a fair shake.
Right.
That's cool. I'm all right with that. But it's like, don't get shit fucked up. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? We have a democracy, right? We have a system in place that was designed by the Greeks, right? I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with democracy, right? We live in a country, right, in which a man can marry a man, right? But a man can't marry two women. That's the math ain't mathing. You feel me?
I get what you're saying.
And why is that? Because we can vote. Everybody's voting, right? I read a story, bro. This is real shit. A man sexually assaulted a child, and then he sexually assaulted a woman. Then they caught him, put him in prison. He do his time, he get out. He violate his conditions. They go to take him back. He said, wait. I'm really a woman. I'm a transgender. They put this man in a woman's facility and he sexually assaulted inmates. First of all, if you sexually assaulted a child, why are you getting out of jail? You should never. Yeah. There shouldn't even be a sex offender registry.
No.
You stay in jail.
No, I agree with that.
You should never get out. Get out.
Yeah, you should never get out. I agree with that.
But these are because people vote on this shit, right? Yeah. It shouldn't be none of that. It should be a supreme ruler. I know that's a little controversial, but it should be a supreme ruler.
Talk about it.
It should be a supreme ruler.
Yeah.
To make all the decisions, at least for like 5 to 10 years, get shit back streamlined, and then y'all can go back to fucking the country.
I like this, so I'm gonna piggyback off this one from our next question. Like, what is your definition of masculinity?
All things that embody being a man. It's simple. Yeah. It's not deep, right? It's just being a masculine man, dominant, powerful, like let's say in regards to like a civilized person, a civilized masculine man, divinely masculine is a leader. He has a high degree of empathy. If you look at chimpanzees, these are incredibly violent animals, right? They're the closest to us.
Motherfuckers is crazy.
Right. But the most dominant chimp is not the biggest one. He's formidable. He got some size and shit, but he's not the biggest, strongest, right? He's down to fuck shit up, but he also will console those who are being picked on and shit like that. It's really interesting to see. He'll stop people from fighting. He pull in the weaker ones, you know what I'm saying? So a real leader, a real masculine man has a high degree of love. Now here's the thing. Love and hate is the same, right? The same energy. It's how it's being articulated. Because think about it. I don't think that anybody can ruffle your feathers like somebody that you really care about. You know what I'm saying? I know nobody, like with me, only the people closest to me really can hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
And even the people that are really close to me, they try they fucking hardest. They be like, what's gonna break him? They be like, I was already mad about the first thing.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You never know.
So, you know, just somebody like, especially in our society, so a man who has a degree of intelligence, a man that has a degree of empathy, like I said, a man that can control his emotions, have emotional intelligence, a man that is a leader, a man that's a provider, and also a man that's dangerous, because all men should be dangerous. And when I say dangerous, it's not, you don't have to be big and strong. Timothy McVeigh was not big and strong. He's a wimp, but he was dangerous. Why? Because he committed to doing what he thought he needed to do. Fuck that guy, but he's a dangerous man. That's all I'm saying.
Don't underestimate no man, bro.
100%.
When I see him, I don't care.
They
This guy over here, who knows what he's doing.
They all have capacity, but see, being a dangerous man, you do respect men like that because you know it's not a look, right?
It's not a look, bro.
Right.
Dangerous, right. Being dangerous isn't a look. It's not a style.
And men that are not dangerous are the ones popping shit because they don't really realize what the repercussions is, right? I don't want shit to pop off because I don't want to escalate shit to certain degrees and have to deal with the law, right? Or I don't want to be hurt. Now, I really don't want to hurt nobody.
Or be on the run.
Be on the run. But a man should have that ability to commit to that ultimate whatever it is that needs to be done, because there's other people out there that will. And if a man is not dangerous, he's just a victim waiting to happen. He's a liability to his family. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it's evil for a man to have a family and not be dangerous. That's evil. Your family's not safe. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can come in and grope your wife and you won't do nothing. You know what I mean? There's crazy shit out there.
It's like you pop the man, you kill him, you go to jail, now your wife's by herself anyway.
But a lot of men won't even do that. A lot of men won't even do that.
Fucked up, right? When you think about it.
Yeah. And if everybody was dangerous, like how it used to be.
I'm going to say this, bro.
Okay.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah,
I got
go
to
for
say
it.
it like this. System is not designed for me and you. It's not designed. Like, I think that's what we get it fucked up.
Okay.
We be looking at it like, well, why do we go through this and the next motherfucker don't? Because it was never
What system though?
designed for
What
us.
system?
Just in the system of having guns and just being able to do certain things. Why certain people get away with certain shit, like the police officer. And I don't mean to talk, like, I ain't trying to get racial, but I know they'll sit there and they'll try to talk the white man off the ledge with the gun in his hand. They see me and you standing there with a gun, they probably ain't even gonna tell us to put it down one time. They're gonna immediately start shooting. The system is designed for certain people, bro. And they don't tell you, they just expect you to act accordingly within it.
Their system is designed for them, right? People talk about a matrix.
Well, their system's not designed for me and you.
I don't care about their system. I don't have any desire to be in their system. That's the thing.
but we're living in it.
I'm not.
We're here. Well, I say this, right? If we go down the street right now and we commit a crime or we do something, we're going to fall into their system. They're not going to say, oh, well, you guys go to your own system and that's how they're going to deal with you. No, they're going to take our asses right the fuck on down there and we go to court like everybody else in the morning.
Okay, here's the thing.
Sunday.
Let's rephrase that. Let's rephrase that. Let's say we put our heads together and come up with a lick, right? And we put a plan together to go out and commit a crime. Come up, right? Hopefully it's worth it, right? If we get caught.
First and foremost.
If we get caught, hopefully it's worth it, right?
Don't try none of this shit.
Yeah.
None of y'all, please.
But if you're gonna do something, make it worth it, right?
Right.
And we calculate it. We use our intelligence and we try to get away with it, right?
Right.
That's a decision. Or we don't do it because we know the probabilities of if we get caught. We got to weigh everything out. That's how I see things, bro.
Well, I was just looking at it more of like the systematic level of like, if we knew something, we're forced to live in their system. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like land in the free shit ain't free.
See, I think it's free though. I think it's free.
No, we live better than a lot of other people.
How are you not free?
We're free, but we're not free, bro.
I'm free.
Well, let me tell you something. I can only go out and do so much tomorrow. If I feel
Like
I
what?
if I want to go out and just start harming a bunch of people,
But why would you do that though?
Would that land?
Why would
Why
you
do
do
a
that?
lot of people do it? Right?
Yeah.
If that's their free will is, hey, they want to wake up in the morning, they want to go arm some people, they want to go do bad. That's free will, right? That's their mind telling them that's what they want to do. This ain't really free. You can't go do that.
You can. You just got to deal with the consequences.
Right. It's not free.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
You
have the freedom to do that shit.
But it's going to cost you.
It's going to cost you. Everything costs.
That means that none of it's free.
It is free though. You literally look.
None of it's free.
You literally.
He's agreeing, but he's disagreeing but agreeing.
Listen,
you know
all right, Shark.
Talk to me.
You can decide to do anything. You can walk in the bank with a note, right? You can walk in the bank with a strap, right? You can go and murder a bunch of people. You can, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But just got to deal with what comes after that. Yeah. That's freedom. Well, you mean you can't do crimes and get away with it for free?
Well, I'm saying there's a lot of things that you can't do. Necessarily, you might not go to jail from it, but it can alter your life. It can alter a certain situation that it could have probably benefited you later on, but now it fucks you over in the long run. I feel like it all can cost you somewhere.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Just one split second.
Everything costs.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying.
Free. I don't feel like there's no just super.
This is what I mean.
Free will moving. There's free thinking.
This is why I say free. Like as far as a country, right?
Yeah.
So in 2019, I was gonna get an apartment in Bondi, Sydney, Australia, right? We're gonna set up a logistics setup for my company out there because we get a lot of sales from there, right?
Yeah.
And I like Australia, right? I'm like, yo, this is like America. They speak English.
It's dope.
The weather is good. I like this shit, right? It's like free. 2020 happened, COVID, right? The motherfuckers was locked all the way down, right? Them, Canada, England, all the places that seem like here are not like here. You know why? The difference between us and all of them, they don't have guns. Their citizens don't have guns. So they really are not free. These people had curfews. They cops is walking on horseback, making sure they're not outside. The people I know in those places were depressed, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and we outside. I was outside, all COVID. Nothing changed for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was outside for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Flights was cheaper, freeways open, I'm speeding. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing this shit. Go to Atlanta is super normal. Miami was super normal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it's like that because we have guns, right? Mm-hmm. And you mentioned something earlier about us having guns, right? Okay. Maybe it may be difficult for us once we catch cases and shit. Bro, I was convicted of the worst of the worst, or the second to the worst of the worst. I went through the process to get my rights restored, and I have guns. You know what I'm saying? I got straps, right? So this system, we create our own system, right? We gotta read the rules and just
very true
and manipulate the shit for us.
To ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Now, to get all that shit reinstated, it wasn't free, right? It cost you some money.
It cost.
And I ain't even saying
it didn't cost much.
It cost like free. I'm saying like if some people just don't got the money or like
okay.
the knowledge to go through that shit real quick. You know what I mean?
The knowledge, no excuse for the knowledge, right?
True, because you can pick up knowledge anywhere.
Right.
You have the actual coin, and you both know it costs a little.
How much do you think it cost me?
You tell me. I don't know. I've never gotten.
It cost me nothing. It cost me whatever it cost my lawyer to file the paperwork. That's it. That shit is free. Now it can cost an attorney to do it, right? My attorney did it for free because he's like my best friend now. Like,
well,
I paid him. He had a.
It's who you know, not just what you know. At that point.
He was very costly, but he was worth every penny, and he did that for me on the tram. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but people, they don't need an attorney. It's just you read anybody who don't have their rights, right? If you want your rights, Google, how do I get my rights restored in whatever state you live in? Yeah. They're gonna tell you. every state is allowed, right? Now there's certain things that you probably won't be able to get your shit restored. Anything to do with children, it's not happening, and you shouldn't even look. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But everything else, you can pretty much, unless it's like habitual violent offenses. You know what I'm saying? So chances are you can just try, and it doesn't cost you anything but whatever it costs to file this paperwork.
I think it's kind of fucked up, and I don't know what you think, even about people that are felons. And like, say for instance, somebody break into your house, like a break into your house, you're a felon, right? It's like you can't even legally bear arms on the man and kill the man from breaking your house. This man could have a gun and everything. You end up shooting him. Now you're going down for a murder because you're a felon and you're not allowed to have any type of weapons on you.
I'll say this though.
It's kind of messed up. I feel like
That's messed up.
I feel like at least the house, look, I feel like this, right? At least let the house have a house shotgun or something, like something that don't leave the house, something that's registered to the house, and everybody that's there. Hey, if it happened like that, you use it. Don't take the motherfucker outside. It's not legal to be out there. But something, a household weapon, bro. I feel like every household should have something like that. And of course, if kids have it locked up, high away, but there should always be in case of emergency, break glass.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. So when I moved out here to Cali 2018, I got friends that work for LAPD. So I said, hey, bro, because I didn't have my CCW. I still don't. I don't really care about that shit. I don't want people to know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I asked my guy, like, yo, so out here, if somebody is in my shit, whatever, or if I'm out and about and need to do what I gotta do, he's like, kill him first so that there's nothing that they can say. And he says, you call the police. He told me all of the steps. They're not tripping on that kind of shit. The only time you get in trouble for that kind of shit is when you're doing a crime. You're out there trying to do something. If a person is not permitted to have a firearm, somebody break into your house and you clearly are defending yourself, you might have some hurdles to jump over, but they're not gonna try to go hard on you like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just how it is. Because people gotta realize it's however they want to submit the paperwork to the DA, the district attorney. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they dealing with you, right? Yeah. And people gotta realize this too. Look, I get out. I don't ever get tickets, right? Like, knock on wood. I be racing, whatever. When they pull me over, I don't bullshit them. You know, I'll pull you over. Yep. I'm all right with the ticket because I do this shit all the time, right? I never get it, so I'll pay it if it comes. But it don't ever come, I don't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I don't kiss their ass either. Yeah. These are men, and they want to respect other men. So when we fucking with them, like, I wasn't doing this, it's like, bro, this nigga's job is to watch people speeding. You know what I'm saying? Or they deal with people, assholes all day, right? Cops. I expect them to come in hot, but I'm gonna keep my demeanor cool and calm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to escalate shit. I don't trust them to de-escalate shit. So I'm gonna keep my shit cool, right? So it's like you gotta play these motherfuckers. It's like life is a game. You know what I'm saying? Each situation you gotta be wise when you walking into it. Miyamoto Musashi, that's one of my favorite people out of history. Miyamoto Musashi was a samurai. He had like 150 victories, right, with his sword. 150 battles, 150 victories, right? He was a wise man, right? His books, the Book of Five Rings, he's very intelligent and philosophical. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, he says, like, the best way to win a war is not go to war. You know what I'm saying? But these are bona fide warriors saying these things. So us being real men, we be putting our energy in the wrong place, trying to be, you're just tough. You're already tough.
Right.
You're already tough.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta act tough. You ain't gotta be tough, right? Sometimes you gotta be like, fall back, be quiet.
Right.
Let them talk. Let them do all of the talking and shit. But you know how many times I deal with a lot of white people in business. I'm in boardroom meetings. I just be quiet. I let them keep talking, and they're trying to figure me out. So they're telling me everything I need to know before I get to say anything. You know what I'm saying? But every situation that we deal with, you ask about masculinity, should be like that. We should be fall back. When shit getting hot, in whatever kind of situation, I kind of get excited. I'm like, I'm about to play the fuck out of this motherfucker. Like, because you're mad.
Speaking of war,
wars.
There any sparring wars with anybody that we don't know about? You can say, like, I don't know, I can see you getting down with, you know what I'm saying, Shannon Briggs or somebody. I can see you getting down.
Nah, he a little older, bro. Like,
Hey,
that's OG.
He's still at
like, yeah, that's I never moved around with him, but I would though. You know what I'm saying? He's down in Miami at the heavyweight factory. Shout out to the OG Brookman. Yeah. But one guy that one of my homies that gave me some good rounds, a guy named Trevor McCumbee, 28-0, light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? We had some nice rounds.
Yeah.
Me and Malik Scott, that's Deontay Wilder's trainer.
Yeah.
Big Malik. Me and him, we got down. Bro, he had an incredible reign though, if you think about it.
He had a good head, a mindset on him.
He had 11 title defenses. That's very impressive, especially for him to come into the game so late. That don't happen. He did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Heavyweights is big men, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you see a Mayweather can fight for 30 years. It ain't happening for heavyweight. It's a lot of wear and tear. Them punches can really fuck your life up. You know what I'm saying? So, the stakes is a lot higher at the heavyweight division, but they get the most money. Deontay is straight, bro. Trust. He get big bags. Even these losses, he getting big bags.
Well,
He's probably still getting at least 15 million right now. Yeah, at least.
Think it's over with for him. Just hang it up. Think you should hang it up.
If he
Save the rest of it. Just
here's a beautiful thing though about a heavyweight. If you get knocked out, you're not getting beat up for 12 rounds. You're gonna get knocked out kind of early. You know what I'm saying? So that diminishes. The guys that get the brain damage is just tough guys that get their head beat in for 12 rounds.
right.
That's when the slurring is usually the smaller guys. It'll happen to the big guys sometimes, but it's not. Just peep it out. And Ash Shannon is usually the small guys. They can't knock each other out, but they're brain damaging each other all fucking fight.
Like one of my favorite, and I know this ain't got to do with boxing, but he likes to box, but like Nate Diaz, right? I watched him for years.
Yeah.
Since he was younger, coming up, man, winning the tournaments and shit like that. And like he used to speak a lot clearer.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's known for taking a lot of damage. Now it's kind of like, and there's no diss to him, nothing but love to him.
Yeah.
He's still one of my favorite fighters. But I can tell he kind of has a slur when he speaks. It's not, and you go back to some of
It's
the
uncomfortable,
early
huh?
interviews. Yeah, you go back to some of the earlier interviews and stuff he used to do. A lot clearer, a lot sharper. Now it's kind of more like it's slurs.
Drawn out.
It's drawn
This is
out.
what's crazy too. I got homies in the game. I ain't gonna say one of these guys' names. He don't even realize he has a slur. You know what I'm saying? It's like such a cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can hear it though, because I'm in the game.
Yeah.
But that shit's sad. But listen, I think it's still cool though. That's warrior shit.
It is warrior shit, but I just don't like to see it like anything like you could tell like it's fucking with somebody's head, bro. It shouldn't fuck with their head.
Straight away, man. Combat sports. Mothers don't have your kids in it. Have your kids in it to learn how to fight, right? Yeah. But you have a high degree of potential brain damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the head's not supposed to take that much trauma.
I remember like I used to start, go back. And one year, I always been sharp in school, bro. Sharp. One year, I took some time off. I went back.
Yeah.
Some sparring wars, few fights. And I remember having a legitimate, like, I recognized that I wasn't as sharp as I was. I didn't have a slur or anything, but I was like, doing that shit a lot.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I remember having a slight cognitive decline at a certain point. I was young, like 19, 20, around that time. So it happens, bro. It happens. You gotta be honest with yourself, though. I'm self-aware. I'm like, I know that this is not what I used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you think happens with them kind of guys, man, in boxing that just like don't want to realize, or come to that realization is over?
They don't have good people around them, for one. Their lives are not intact and their money ain't right. So that's why they keep fighting, even though they're diminished. You know what I'm saying? That's the saddest part. Because, bro, cats make a lot of money in boxing.
Right.
There's guys that you never heard of that's locked in $2 million a fight, $1 million a fight. You know what I'm saying? Guys that may have fought a champion but didn't win, but give good fights, they're considered like an opponent. They're like a gatekeeper. They'll put them in with a up-and-coming guy for a real good scrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got a decent name. You got to be locked in at like $2 million a fight. Yeah. But listen, these are hard knock people. They don't really know what to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? So, that shit, that's how the game go. And there's no instructions with the shit. And then you have vultures coming around leeching off of you. You know what I mean?
Look at Mike Tyson, Dardine.
100%.
That's a perfect story. When you said that was the first people that popped in my mind was like how to watch for the vultures. And I know A lot of people probably wouldn't look at Don King like that, but come on, dog. Took that man for $400 million.
Don King was a young savage. He's a young savage.
He's old now.
You could see it on him too. You could see it. You could see that darkness on him. Yeah, baby. Only in America, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like the smile and shit, the hair. Like, nigga, what are you doing? But look, Don King. Speaking of Trump, Don King was a brand.
Yeah.
He's still a brand. He's still somewhat of a viable brand. Yeah. He still can get somebody some decent fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, for sure. He had I was at a fight. Stavern, the Haitian cat, the heavyweight, he fought Wilder twice. That was Don King's guy. You know what I'm saying? Don King got Adrian Broner. He ain't got no guys that's top notch right now. But he's still a force somewhat. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no Bob Arum or no, Eddie Hearn or De La Hoya, but he still got a name, bro. He still got connections. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've been talking to BH, Bill Haney, I talk to him and speak to a few of my friends.
Respect
they
him.
just, and just the way they look at boxing, they take this shit serious, right? They don't, they want to make the money, but they respect the sport more.
Right.
And I like how he brings his son up, he brings Devin up, like, there's still some real fighters out there that obviously Devin, he's having his way. He's making a lot of money. But, for you, Mike, I want to know, what would you tell an up-and-coming fighter, 19, 20 years old, been probably boxing since he was a kid, trying to get in there and get some, what would you tell him his first bag? What do you think he should do with him? He got his first bag.
Well, first and foremost, cats, all right, I said cats make money, but not everybody make money, right? The cats understand the game, right? So Haney, like, salute to how Bill brought his son up, bro, because he positioned him to make a lot of money straight away. That's what you're supposed to do. This is prize fighting. It's not pride fighting. It's prize fighting.
Right.
These guys are doing this to support their family.
Was a prize fighter.
All fighters is, because
some people are pride fighters.
they can go and do that shit in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's entertainment. Think about it. Think about the champs, right?
Right.
I can speak for myself. I want to see the champ fly, dress dope, whips, lifestyle, entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But some of these guys think it's just their skills. And that's cool, but it's boring. And it don't sell tickets because you got to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I honor people who's spending money, right? You want to escape from your fucking life. You want to escape from your boring job. You want to go out to the fight with your buddy and have a beer or whatever. You want to see some entertainment. So these guys got to think about that shit. So I'm not mad at this shit talking at the press conference. McGregor is a perfect example. He took a page from Mayweather's book, and he killed that shit. And that shit made him a very rich, very wealthy man. You feel me? But now the dog should be in you. Like, let's talk about Adrian Broner, right?
I'm done with him.
Me too.
I'm done with him.
He was such a disappointment.
I'm done with him. About billions, it's about nothing.
About bumminess.
Nothing.
He was so talented, bro. He was so exciting. And he just squandered the shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't take nothing serious.
Pussy and money. He got him. I'm telling you, I feel like that was just too weak. Pussy and money.
Yeah, for sure. He didn't have a strong enough mind to recognize, like, oh, this shit is great. But let me
do it. He fucking an hour before the fight. Like, he's messing around, can't wait to go hit the club afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mind was never there.
Yeah, he fucked up. His mind
was never there.
And you see him getting his head beat in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even care about him no more. I didn't watch the last fight.
Yeah, I don't watch his fight.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah.
Bro, if he would have stayed on that track, he would have been the guy, bro. He was entertaining as fuck. His ring walks was fly. Rick Ross, he bringing cats out. You know what I'm saying? But, he fucked up.
So you're saying, for you, Mike, you're not mad at the Ryan Garcia spectacle. You understand it.
I'm not a fan of Ryan Garcia at all.
Not having to be a fan, but just the way you just broke down, like, shit's gotta kind of be exciting. Crazy, way out shit to sell tickets.
I don't think that's all that's happening with him, no. I think he's just stupid. He's stupid, and he ain't got nobody smart or nobody that give a fuck about him for real around him. Because look, if you can't tell your people something, if they can't tell you something, walk away. You on your own, bro. I ain't fucking with you. Especially the fact you got money. I don't care about your money. I'm off of you because you ain't listening. Right? They're letting him spin out of control, bro. I don't know how is he conducted, bro. This shit is crazy. Listen, you can have your antics, whatever, but still have some like decency about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you are there's a lot of young dudes that look up to him.
Right.
This is not the way.
Me and Bill Haney was talking about the same thing. He was like, there's a lot of kids, man, that's looking up to him in boxing. Like,
You see how Haney handled the loss? He says, back to the drawing board, yada, yada, yada. He handled it with grace, you know what I'm saying? And that keeps like, it just shows a real warrior. It shows a real man, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is a erratic person. I don't like people like that. Emotional. I don't know, he's a mess. He's a mess.
chance to interview his dad and his brother Sean. I mean, he had just fought at the Masvidal Diaz fight. He had fought on the undercard.
Did he win?
Against the Vargas brothers, against the Vargas family.
Who won?
Phil Vargas put he got winning. Vargas world.
Okay.
There's always been some shit.
Vargas got that dog in a spirit.
That's their whole family, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been like that since the daddy. So it's like I get it, you know. But I do got a lot of love for the Garcia family. I know them, you know what I'm saying? Mom's a sweetheart, bro. Like they whole family is cool. I've never got a chance to meet one per se, but they whole family seems cool. That's what I don't understand. He got a cool support system, but I think it's what you said, Mike, is when it come with that money. Who ain't nobody listening that got some bread like that, bro? The fuck you gonna tell them and they got more money than you?
Bro, you got
that's where it all gets thrown out the window.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem with like getting rich so young. Yeah. You ain't got no temperament about you. Yeah. And you like crashing out and shit.
Were you crashing out, yo, having money?
Nah, I wasn't. I always had a good head on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't go to jail a lot, right? Or nothing ever stuck, at least. You know what I'm saying? I stayed out. I never had, I had a crew, but I don't know. I didn't move reckless at all. And then in my hustle, it was cats, bro. They would set up a deal and rob the plug. I'm like, you are fucking stupid. You just made 40 bands. How long is that gonna last you? You know what I'm saying? And now you got it hot for me. You know what I mean? So I always did good business wherever I did. I always moved with integrity. And I think that's a huge reason on why I was able to beat my cases, come out of my cases almost unscathed. You know what I'm saying? Because I move with integrity. You know what I mean? So look, 7 years, I looked at it as a grace period for me to prove to myself that I didn't deserve to go to prison. You know what I mean? So I was stripped butt naked, figuratively speaking, right? Everything that I had was gone, was taken from me. And I had to start over on the street, bro. I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Listen, now some people are just bummy. They're bums. So if they got to be on the streets, it don't matter. You sit in jail, it don't matter. They like it in jail, right? But my life was fly. You know what I'm saying? I had all of the shit, but all that shit got stripped from me. And as I'm losing everything, I was thinking, well, did you expect to keep that the way you got it? You feel me? And I had to watch it just go away, right? While this dark cloud was over me, this fugitive status, right?
Yeah, it's just fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
That's a feeling in your stomach. It's hard to explain. That's
facts, bro. Facts.
You can't really explain that feeling, but it's a very low, dark, fucked up feeling, bro.
To see if it don't fuck you up, it empowers you.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So it made me move precise. It made my brain work so much better because, for one, I had to stay safe. So I had to know what cops look like when they're on duty, but when they're in plain clothes. I can profile a cop any day of the week, bro, in a bank, wherever. I'm like,
for sure.
I mean, you're obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it kept my head on a swivel, hyper alert at all times. It gave me a lot of good qualities, a lot of good things. So like I said, I knew how long they were gonna look for me until they stopped, until they wait for a tip. I knew all of the shit because I looked it up. I knew how I can move with the NCICS shit. I knew everything, bro. So, but anyway, what happened was this. Initially, I left and I went to Europe, right? And then that shit was kind of whack. So I went to Dubai because I got family out there. So I was there for a while, and it was cool being around family, but it was very lonely. You know what I mean? Because you're in a country, you're in places where people speak English kind of, but they don't really speak it. So you really can't connect with people.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, like, fuck, I'm so far away from my people, from everybody, right? So it was like a real healing moment for me. It gave me time to think a lot. I prayed a lot, I meditated, worked out. It was like it purified my mind to an extent. It cleaned me, it baptized me, right? And then I was like, fuck it, I'm going back home because I want to be around my kids. I went on a run so that I wouldn't go to prison and be taken away from my kids. But here I am on the other side of the world, away from my kids. I'm going back. So I came back, and one of my homies that said that I could stay with him, he just didn't expect for me to be out that long. So when I popped up, he was like, bro, it ain't cool. And I couldn't even get mad at him. Matter of fact, I'm glad that he didn't let me. Because if he would have let me, maybe I would have been fucking with bitches. Maybe I would have been falling into my old routines. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't comfortable, so I had to figure shit out, and I did. And it lit such a fire under my ass. My trajectory been crazy, and it's still there. That feeling was such a uncomfortable feeling. I'm still shooting out of it like as if I'm homeless, like I'm poor.
You feel like that's usually when people make them changes, and when it's something that they don't want to feel again, they like, I promise myself I ain't never gonna go through this shit ever again, bro.
100%. It's that, or it crushes you. It makes you spiral out of control. Cause look, I had moments where I wanted to crash out because I had people that was like nothing to me, like talking shit. I had people printing out my paperwork like, this nigga is done. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause my shit looked bad on paper, you know what I mean? Cause it was 2 cases actually. So I'm like, what? So it was times I wanted to like go knock on people's doors. Like, I don't got money now. I was very insecure. I ain't have my money. I ain't had this, had that. But I can go fuck your life up. I can go create a horrific scenario for you. Right. I could do that, right? Yeah. And it's not even logical.
Right.
But the emotions make you want to do that shit because you think your life is fucked. I'm like, fuck it. But I didn't though. You know what I'm saying? And as crazy as it sounds, it was hard not to do that shit. Because emotions are so powerful. But as masculine men, we have to be able to like, put that shit down. Push that shit to the side.
Before we get out of here, I want to know, what's the main message that you want to leave with the viewer? What do you want the people that watch Mike Rashid, watch your motivational, you know what I'm saying, get with you on your fitness programs? What message do you want to leave them before we get up out of here on the Rashid's track?
The message that I want to leave is this. Life is literally what you make it. Literally. The most profound attribute that you, me, anybody can utilize is our perspective, right? I'll give you an example. When the U.S. Marshals came and got me, right? Now, before I went on a run, they was trying to give me 10 years, right? So when you go on a run, it's enhanced. It's going to be more time. So I got this high-powered lawyer, really good attorney that can get me out of this, or I can go sit still for 10 plus years. I would not allow myself to think that I was going to go to prison, right? However, I prepared myself for if I did, I'm going to be good. Because if I did, I'm just going to run where I'm at. I got money, so I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? I could politic the fuck out of this shit, right? And I'm going to become so fucking wise. Like, I have so much time to study. I'm going to be going to bed on time. My body's going to be clean, no alcohol, no drugs. I'm working out. I'm going to come out Malcolm X. You feel me? So I'm like, this will be great too. Yeah. Whichever happens. So that's why I say I'm free. Because if my decisions put me over here, all right, I'm gonna make the best out of this. Right? I make life my bitch. I always say that. Like when I was locked up, bro, the last time I started writing like all of the shit from my ebooks. Mm-hmm. Right? Bro, I was making thousands and thousands of dollars from jail. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the time now, so I'm gonna write this shit. I was supposed to do it when I was free. Moving around, didn't do it, right? Whatever situation that anybody's in, make the best out of it. You're in it, so you should make the best out of it, right? Let's say you, for an example, you're under a big conglomerate for the podcast space, right? Most people in that scenario is just chilling. They chilling. They riding the wave. But a wise man, all right, this is cool, but let me set this up while I got this momentum over here. Mm-hmm. This is promoting this. Yeah. My own thing. That's what you're supposed to do. You feel me?
100.
That's what men do. So all I'm saying is this. Life is literally, it may sound unsatisfactory, but life is what you make it. If you really digest that, that is a powerful perspective to have because it is. I'm a fugitive that was homeless, built several businesses legitimately, right? Had to face it, but had the money to fight it. You can fight anything in this country. You feel me? Fought it and beat it, right? The most unlikely person. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer was like, dang, you gotta lose weight, grow your hair out. My hair was real short. You look intimidating. Grow your hair out. Try to lose weight. I was like, I ain't doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Tattoos, all that shit. Don't matter. You want to hear the crazy shit, bro? At my sentencing, you know how it is. The defendant and his family and a bunch of cops and white people over here. It was me and my family and cops over here speaking up on my behalf. You know what I'm saying? People I met along the years, they didn't know I was on the run and shit, but they fell in love with me, with my character, and they were like, nah, we gotta go speak for this guy. Yeah. That don't happen, you know. And I never been in no shit to where I would never work with the police. I would never do that.
That was my next question.
I would never.
You're very comfortable with.
Listen, bro. I heard a wise man say this one time.
Yeah.
When you have proper ends, you should have copper friends. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at, bro, I make sure I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I have cop friends. Right. Have I ever worked with the law? I would never do no shit like that, bro. Yeah. I don't condone it. But for now, I'm not in the streets, and I ain't gonna be in the streets. Yeah. But I still wouldn't work with them. There's no reason to. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't respect that. They respect real men. They're men too. And some of them got honor and ethics just like we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with all cops. I don't like most cops. You know what I'm saying? But I got some homies that are in this space, and I fuck with them. I fuck with politicians. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, them the guys that get wrapped up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I got homies, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that game too. You know, and that's what we supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And bro, you blowing up, you doing your thing.
Thank you.
As you develop, bro, you need to have those kind of relationships.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely been trying to create them, been starting them. And I think where that starts, honestly, Mike, is within itself. Stop thinking that I just need a certain set of friends, you know, and start opening your horizons, because you never know who's really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You never know who will really rock with you. There's only so much, excuse me, that the streets can do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
streets is a facade.
I use the streets for what I know the streets I can utilize it from. Me trying to find my entire life on the corner, out the gutter, I don't think that's very promising. But, you know, I'll never forget where I come from. I'll never forget that this helped me pave the way. I don't ever want to forget that. Yeah. Like, I get when we step into rooms with certain people, they want you to talk about just where you're going. Hey man, I want to talk about my upbringing too, because that's what built me to be able to be in this world.
For sure.
Want to do this. It all takes place. You know what I'm saying? It all runs hand in hand is what I'm trying to say.
100%.
Hey, when people try to wash away the past, like, oh, why? I don't. Acid wash that.
I'd be like, no, let's talk about the shit. Let's talk about the shit.
Yeah, like I don't get that. Like, I feel like that's people playing. That's not even you. It's not even a real character. Like, what built this character? Some had to build this person.
One time I was speaking in, I think it was in Orange County, and it was like, I look at this, all white people, right? I said, I'm gonna make y'all uncomfortable today. You know what I'm saying? And I came with heat, right? Slavery, I got this thing where I talk about from slavery all the way to now, like my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm dropping straight facts, bro, standing ovation. You can't deny the truth, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not delivering it in a like, you guys did this to us. Like, nah, just so happened, this is what happened, guys, if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And boom, breaking that shit down. They loved it. People love the truth. The truth is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? The truth, and see why people love Donald Trump, because he's unapologetically him. You know what I'm saying? So if I connect to a group of people that's culturally not aligned with me, they still gonna fuck with me because I'm unapologetically me. Well, people love that. You know
I'll tell you what, I'll definitely be watching for you. I've learned a lot about you this past, like, you know what I'm saying, go around. I'm like, damn, like, it's fascinating to see other influencers or people that are really like myself. Because a lot of people be front, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they build up this whole character, and then you come to find out it was just for a little time. It wasn't even really real. Yeah. So I'm excited for you. Keep mashing, keep pushing. It ain't no motherfucking excuses.
Yes, sir. And thank you for having me on the Genesis episode, the first episode, my brother. Yes. And I would love to have you on mine as well, so we could get the word out.
Let's lock in. We'll definitely go turn it up and turn it out one time.
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
Mike, Rashid, I appreciate you for coming, man. Y'all know what it is. No Excuses Podcast, man. Coming to you live and direct, man. Y'all be on the lookout for the next episode. Hey, man. Mike Rashid, it was an honor.
Salute.
And a privilege to sit here with you.
Honor mine. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. We'll see y'all next time.
Shooting. Yeah.